Hi, I'm here with Philip Shea, who is Senior Training Manager for Yamaha. Philip, you've been just gave about a 20-minute explanation of this new product here. This is really fabulous, but give our readers
you want the short version,
condensed version,
okay,
that will give them the interest of what the key factors are, so that they go to their local dealers and see that. Okay,
I'll see what I can do. I can try my best. Okay, this is our new flagship receiver, $1,700. It's just shipping here in the U.S. this month. AV receiver, so it's got video processing, 1080p pass-through, all that kind of good stuff.
All the product specs we'll put online.
Oh, yeah, I'll put all that stuff on there. You check that all out. Probably the two key things that are the most exciting about this is our first network receiver. It has an RJ45 on the back. You plug it into your router, and now the customer has access to over 2,000 radio stations worldwide. So you can search by region, by continent, by country, language. Yeah, it's absolutely phenomenal. Now, 2,000 stations gets a little unruly, because if you actually find something you like, you'll never get it back again. Very simply, we can bookmark that. We hold the button down for 2 seconds. It stores in a little bookmark placeholder. Customer can go right back to it. It also allows us not only just internet radio stations that are being broadcast live, it's podcasting throughout the world. So if if you're into cooking, tons of French cooking podcasts that are on there. So
someday they'll give our web TV the same treatment.
But you know what? That's all pretty cool, because we get all this stuff off the internet. But since we're already hooked up to the customer's network, we said, why not give the customer access to all the music on all the PCs in their home? So in your home network, any PC that's on there, the receiver can access that music, play it through the graphic user interface, and listen to music and anything. So we can play with iPods. It has a USB connector on the front. It has the internet radio capability, the PC access capability. You can get music from absolutely... Oh, it plays CDs too, by the way.
By the way, still using those?
Yeah, it's good.
But you were showing something very interesting for the iPod, instead of when they drop off the ends,
and I'll tell you,
put them back on.
Exactly. This is probably the most exciting thing. We have tons of content, but compressed music, when you start playing through a high-performance receiver and high-performance speakers, there leaves a lot to be desired. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right straight to one of the PCs that we have wired in the network here, and I'll play you a Beatles tune. And what I want to show you, compressed music. Compressed music really isn't compressed. It is deleted. Yeah, that's a much better word for it. Let me scroll up here to the Beatles. Now I'm pulling this off of one of the PCs.
Our guy's going to be able to see that behind me here.
Okay, so I got the Beatles album, and I'm going to hit play. And now we're playing. Now I'll have your camera scan over to the other side.
We're going to move slowly, because they got to turn around and watch. Say hello.
Now we have a spectrum analyzer going on the other side. Now let's turn up the music and look at this. Now, one of the things you're going to notice, there's something wrong with this. You don't know what a spectrum analyzer is. Low frequencies on the left, high frequencies on the right, but that cutoff right here, that's the information that they have thrown away when they've done the compression. That's how they make the soundtrack smaller. Yamaha's compressed music enhancer is kind of a reverse compression algorithm, and simply it's pretty sophisticated what it's doing. But let's turn this up again and look at it. Now we're no longer missing that high frequency information.
You put the head back on.
But you know what? We get a lot more richer bass fill in the bottom end.
It's much more. Well, we can't. Unfortunately, our readers can't appreciate that, but they go to their local dealer and they.
Oh, absolutely.
There is actually a fill in. It's really quite different. As a matter of fact.
Compressed music is great if you got little headphones on and jogging through the park. But when you're playing it through this, you need some type of help, and the compressed music enhancer is what does that for you.
Well, Phil, this has been a really interesting opportunity. All I can say is have our readers go to the local stores and watch online, because they'll be coming out in the next month or so in the United States, and then also in Europe.
Yes, absolutely.
You'll be feeding us the information as it comes out.
We'll get everything to you.
Phil, thank you very much. It's
no
been
problem.
a pleasure.
All right, it's been fun.